A Florida man found himself behind bars again for allegedly threatening three moms during a school drop off with a switchblade knife when they got into an apparent argument with his wife. John Henry Birch Jr. was arrested and charged with three counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and one count of assault after the incident that unfolded Monday morning outside of the village's elementary of Lady Lake School. The incident happened at around 8:40 a.m. Three women went to drop off their children at the school together when one of them got into an apparent argument with a woman during a drop off. One of the moms stated that a woman stepped on her foot, which escalated the argument. Birch's wife told police that she apologized for bumping into the woman. She later stated that the woman began to yell at her and initiated the incident. When the woman was walking back to her car, a black truck rapidly approached their car, flashing its lights. The driver, later identified as Birch, yelled at the driver to pull over into the next parking lot at a nearby Best Buy. That's when Birch allegedly jumped out of his truck and began yelling. He said that, quote, he isn't afraid to go back to prison because he was going to slice their throats. At one point during the argument, Birch was seen going back to his truck and grabbing a switchblade, which the woman described as dark gray and thin. The woman stated that Birch reportedly told them he knows what their kids look like and where they go to school. Birch's wife, however, stated that the woman told her what her children looked like. Quote, so she became worried and withdrew her kids from class. One of the women also recorded the incident with her cell phone, which shows Birch clearly spitting towards one of the women as he drove off. Officers were able to make contact with Birch at the school, who stated that he was approached by the women who were aggressively trying to start a fight with his wife. He stated that he was trying to get away from the victims and pulled the knife to protect himself. Quote, what would you do if someone approached your car being aggressive? He then, however, retracted his statement and told police he had never had a knife. Birch was placed under arrest and transported to the Lake County Jail without incident after police determined his statement did not match those of the witnesses or the victims. He has since been released after posting a $16,000 bond. Birch has previously served time for a few times between 2005 and 2012 for aggravated battery, possession of marijuana, burglary, grand theft, fleeing, and eluding an officer. All right. Well, like I said, hey, this is the perfect husband. This is why Birch is obviously married with kids, because he is willing to sacrifice his life, to throw away his life over a petty argument. Now, realistically, I will sit up there and state this: at no point in time, if the wife, as she stated, directly, came to the woman or whatnot, or basically, said an apology, it should that should just be what it is. It shouldn't be three women shouldn't try to like roll up on this woman trying to start like that's crazy. You're literally dropping your kids off at school. Kids are probably in single digits, not even teenagers, and you're full fledged acting like teenagers because somebody stepped on your foot by mistake and then apologized. That's crazy. That is 1,000% crazy. And then, on top of that, you decided to get a little bit spicy. So the husband was like, oh, I see what's going on here. We ain't about to he like, we ain't about to do this. I go to jail again. I stand on what I stand on. I go to jail again. He was like, I already got some plans lined up that's gonna land me back in the slammer. I go to jail again. Yo, you can't make this up. This dude, you can look at his face. He don't got no remorse. He like, yo, it is what this man is like, it is what it is. Hey, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at all. I'm not mad at all. Because, like I said before, I get it. If you feel or think that three women are going to basically jump your wife, you as a man are going to jump into that situation. I get what it is that a lot of people happen to say, like, oh, I'll never put no hands on a woman and all this. Let three women about to sit up there and jump your wife or your daughter or your mother. You about to be throwing hands like hands ain't never been thrown before. Everybody is getting knocked down. And like I said, that's not advocating for abuse against women. That's clearly stating if it is one against three, if it is three against one, you're clearly going to be that extra person. Is you're going to be formulating like Goro or Mortal Kombat. Now you're going to join body into one, and now you got four arms Voltron commenced. Like, you gonna be doing everything. Haymakers, sucker punches. You about to be doing everything. Like I said before, I get it. Went about it the wrong way. Decided to pull out a knife. Went about it the wrong way. You could have, had a conversation, clearly with the woman, and you wouldn't have been arrested again for the umpteenth time because you get a record. Like I said, only in Florida. Only in Florida where you hear stories like this. And Birch was like, yeah, such and such did happen. How would you feel if somebody pulled up to your car, in an aggressive, threatening manner? You had to do what you got to do. And then he was like, you know what? Matter of fact, scratch that. You know what? I didn't even have a knife. They just pulled up, to the scene, and I seen some other stuff happen, and I was just thinking to myself, wow. That man, he was so in the moment, he just realized that, I'm really talking to the cops right now. I'm telling them that I had a weapon on me. It's not a good look. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Only in Florida, folks. Only in Florida.